Citizens, and welcome back to the verse and to the weekend. It is finally the weekend. I am so happy to be able to spend some time in the verse because I've been losing my mind all week. Literally, I just spent the last 2 days walking around my neighborhood in the dark after work with a flashlight looking for the tags that fell off my dog's collar, only to realize that the collar was a different one. I'd put a different collar on her, and the collar that has her tags on was in the house. And that's just one example of how my brain has been mush for a week. It's leading up to the holidays. It's a long day at work every day. So, yeah, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my brain. So, someone pointed out in the video that I do tend to forget things quite a bit, and that's true. That happens all the time, but it certainly happens more when I'm not getting enough sleep and I've got 1,000 things to do. Oh, I love the little windows in the cutter. These are great. I still hope that they make a new cutter. I think there's still one more model of cutter. This is the base cutter. There is the Scout. The big difference is a little scanning station here, and this door is kind of centered up, but otherwise relatively the same. I guess that must mean that these components are on this wall. I never really actually kind of paid attention to that. But there's supposed to be an Explorer version, I thought. And if that's the case, I thought it would come out at the Expo. Maybe it'll be coming out soon. Maybe it'll be coming out with 3.22, which is coming out soon. I am just going to do a couple things in this video just to kind of have fun. First things first, since we last exited here, we were like checking out the trees. I want to see if the tree actually is persistent, like if that tree is always there. I'm assuming with the procedural generation the tree is always the same type of tree, but we're gonna go see if our little tree we found, there it is, it's still there. Awesome. So this is our little tree, although, yeah, that's new, that's different. But we still have our little tree here. Yeah, so things kind of do change. So I'm going to actually try to find this tree again. If I go to our map here, if you want to try to find this tree yourself, you can see here I am just from New Babbage. I've just kind of headed in this direction towards this kind of blurry area here. And this is where I am. I'm right in this location right here. That's where we found our tree. That's where we are. And this is our little tree. So I'll try to come back and find this tree. But yeah, so things kind of do change. So I'm wondering if potentially this tree will disappear when I'm here, because this is definitely new. So I'm going to do two things in this video that I plan to do. I haven't decided what I'm actually going to do as far as just kind of playing the game, because I'm going to do a little bit of exploration, because there is something in this patch that I have not done. And that is, I have not checked out any of these jump points. I haven't checked out the Stanton Terra jump point, the Magnus jump point, the Pyro jump point. So I think I'm gonna go. I was gonna go to Pyro because it's the first one we're gonna be exploring when a new system comes out. But it's farthest. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Pyro. I'm gonna check that out. But first, I hit the wrong button. First, I'm gonna go to a station. Probably, I'm just gonna go to the station overhead here and just kind of set a spawn quickly, because I want to point out something about this patch, and that's why I'm doing this. I'm gonna go check out the jump point because I have not really checked them out in this patch, and I want to check them out before the next patch, which is slowly coming on its way. Also, I'll point out that everyone, I think, now has access to the EPTU, which is the, what's the E stand for? It's like, we'll just call it the everyone PTU, but it's like advanced or test PTU. So it's the current PTU is for a different patch for like the fixes are coming up here, but the EPTU is for 3.22. If you want to check that patch out, you can check out the new hairs that exist for people to wear. No beards yet, but the hair has changed. Checking out big changes to salvage. There's going to be some big changes to prices and ships. I looked at Spectrum, and Spectrum talked about at least 4 ships that were changing in price. The Hammerhead is going to be 40 million in game, which is crazy. That is super expensive. The Phoenix is going up to 24 million, and I think the Hammerhead, that's like a 4 times increase, but the Phoenix going up to 24 is like a 6 times increase, maybe. I think it's a pretty big change for that. It's a ship I don't ever buy, but it is kind of a fancy ship. The Reclaimer, very unsurprisingly, is doubling ish in price, up to about 28 million, it seems. That makes sense because everyone's going to be wanting to salvage, and the Reclaimer, with the ability to just go around and well, I'm going to say munch. That'll cause a lot of arguments in the comments, but munch the hulls, whatever. What's disintegrate? Is that a better term? Because you can easily, quickly do that and suck up a bunch of ships, which I also wonder if that's going to change the. Do I have a salvage job here? I can kind of show you. I guess it'd be on personal. If there was like a cover-up job, the cleanup jobs here, like, 250,000 plus USC bonus. But if I can just go up to a ship and munch it up and disintegrate it and suck it in, wouldn't that complete that like almost instantly? So I wonder if that's the case. I was thinking about that, but we're gonna have to test it out. I'm not testing out the EPTU. I have no desire to, mainly because I don't feel like downloading and installing 90 gigs just to test it out when hopefully it'll be coming out soon. So far I haven't been doing that because of that reason in particular. I know there are kind of some ways to kind of work around that and speed that process up of downloading it. I just don't feel like doing that. The biggest change though, I'll say, is the 890. Just like the Phoenix, which is kind of a very fancy and beautiful ship to be in, the 890 is going up in price in game. I think I saw that it's about 110 million now as opposed to 32. So if you need a ship, it's a good time to get one now. Now, I don't have a ton of money in this account, but I think I have 15 million in my alt account. So I might go and pick up a Reclaimer in that one before it becomes a lot more expensive, just so it might make it through the patch. Although, just my luck, the patch will wipe and I'll be down to 0. But you know what? I don't care. It's money is money. And I kind of like the fact that they're going to increase the prices of ship and make things a lot harder to get in game. I think, honestly, the way this game should go is that it should take you a really long time to advance from ship to ship to ship. Because currently, right now, with wipes, when they happen, if you lose ships, that's not great. So I'm fine with the way it is now. But in the eventual release of this game, you don't need to have an end game ship within the first month or 2 months of playing. It should be something that you earn and work towards. So I'm kind of happy with that. What is over on there? Oh, that's just something on my HUD. Kind of like right here, you can see it's kind of glowy. It's not doing it now. All right, so we're going to take off. I'm going to do a little bit of a jump here. I'm going to go to the space station, and I'm going to point out something that I really should have pointed out or really talked more about right at the beginning of the patch, but I didn't really talk about too much. And then after that, we're going to go check out a jump point, which is something that I'm really excited to do. So I'll see you then. Also looks like I need to get some gas. Okay, we got our regen location set here at Port Tressler. This is too close to the screen. You're going to hurt your eyes. Sit back a bit. No, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Too close. All right, we're going to head out. We're going to go grab our ship. Oh, someone tried to steal a cart. Didn't get very far. Look at all this garbage. This is why they need to pay better for picking up garbage. I mean, you can sell the gowns, but if you could, like, pick those up and sell them, I'd gladly do a 0 to hero where you start with absolutely nothing on like a station where you can rent a ship and work up to a rental. That'd be kind of fun, I think. We're going to go get our ship back out of storage. I stored it there. Get our cutter. Perfect. Hangar 4. And this is what I'm going to point out. This is something that I probably mentioned at the beginning of my my look at this patch, but didn't really talk about how awesome it is. There's so much that's been happening in the verse this year, and I'm actually going to put together kind of a year-end retrospective, hopefully closer to around New Year's Eve, just looking at everything that's happened in the verse, what they've accomplished, what they've put out, what new ships have happened, what changes they've made, better for worse, maybe some predictions for the future. But I didn't talk about one of the fixes that was a tiny little fix that has just made the immersion in this game so much better for me, because it's one of those things that you can't unsee when you see them. Like if you ever looked at Colonel Sanders and his bow tie makes him look like he's like a stick man with a human head. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. Maybe I'll put one on the screen here so that you can see that and never unsee it yourself. This handlebar, this elevator has been used in so many different locations. And this handlebar used to not match up on this corner. This piece was like phased in. I think it was this bar was actually in the wrong location. It was always good on this side, never correct on this side. And that went through patch after patch after patch. I pointed out in past videos, you've probably seen me pointed out about how, like, just fix this, it'd be super easy. I've put it even in the issue council, and it took patches upon patches to get this to work. And they fixed it. It lines up. It actually makes sense now. And I love that little change that they finally did it. To me, what an awesome thing. I'm happy that that's done, so I would just like to point that out. Is it Hangar 4? I'm just going to guess because I can't remember. Remember, Mushbrain, Hangar... Oh, it's too fast now. Hangar 4, we're good. So I was so happy they fixed that. Maybe I'll put like a post about that even on Spectrum, just how it's finally done. Whoever did that, if you work for CIG and this video somehow gets to you, oh, thank you so much for finally fixing that. I don't know how long it took you to fix, but it's made it so much better that it's not something that I see every time I walk in an elevator. So we're going to go into our cutter here. We're at 70% hydration, so I'm sure I have liquid here. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I already have a cruise in there, but you know what? We're going to bring some more red. The delicious, delicious red. We're going to bring that to the jump point. I'm sure that the jump point has local storage. What else can I bring there? Maybe some clothing. So I need some shoes. A nice outfit, but if I just want to walk around, maybe I'll just wear some comfortable pants in this beautiful purple shirt here. There, that looks good. Ooh, fancy hat. Why not? What else can we bring there? Do we need any armor? I don't think so. Always bring a spare undersuit. No, I don't have one. Doesn't matter. Oh, did it show up? No. Vehicle stuff. Utility. Just in case I ever forget one, I can bring a tractor beam, a multi-tool there. Med gun. I think we're good to go. I think that's good. We're going to head on out to the Pyro jump point. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get maybe a little bit of hydrogen. Do I need it? Let's see how much we got. Maybe I won't, because, I mean, really, I don't need a ton of hydrogen. I'm not going to be flying around a ton. And I'm not going to get any Quantanium because this ship seems to do so well as far as Quantanium is concerned. So I have a ton of range on there. I don't really have to worry about the Quantanium. So let's just set ourselves a route. We're going to go to Pyro. There we are, Stanton Pyro jump point. And if you look at that, if I set the route, look at the range I have. That's about 400 of my 1600 Quantanium. I don't think that's an issue at all. So we're going to go right now, request takeoff. We're going to open our hangar doors, put up our landing gear. We're going to do a little spin while we wait. Why not? Woo! There we go. Okay. Off we go to the jump point. And I have not been to these yet, and I haven't really looked too much at them on the on any videos on Spectrum, any pictures, any other YouTube videos. I really haven't checked them out at all because I kind of wanted to like experience them for myself, and then I've just been busy doing other stuff. So off we go, 67 million kilometers. We're gonna do a bit of another cut here, and then just as I come out of our jump, we're gonna see what these stations look like. Now I know they are not anywhere near completed and functional yet. I don't even think you can do anything as far as trading We'll even see if we can store stuff there, if we can store our ship there. We'll see. But we're going to check it out, and I'm excited because I've only seen very brief bits of them and only like close-ups of different parts. So I haven't actually seen what the whole area looks like themselves. We're getting close now. There is the slowdown sound less than 3 million kilometers away, and we are going to see the jump point. Actually, I'm going to go back into this view. I want to see when we come out. I don't know if we jump right to it or if we have to do a second jump like when you're going to a Lagrange point, but we'll see. This is great. I like I will say, the Sulian, when it came out, its animation for its jumping is pretty cool. I do like the kind of alien look to that, but I just love flying around the verse. So this will be kind of cool. From what I understand, this is going to be in a nebula potentially, or an asteroid field, maybe kind of a combo. I think originally the jump points were all supposed to be in the air in Halo, but if you look at the positioning here, they're all over the place. So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if they're still considered to be in the air. But there we go. There's the nebula coming into view. All right, so we're in here. Yeah, that's kind of neat. It is kind of like a weird crab shape as it comes through. All right. Oh, that is kind of neat. All right. So that's one thing that I do recall the original plan for. Let's just stop drifting so I can take a look at this. Is that jump points were supposed to be kind of hard to find because they'd be kind of just like a shimmer in the stars, and that was the whole point of scanning, is to be able to try to find one. But if they all look like this, they'll be pretty easy to find. So that might be a relatively big change as far as jump points are concerned, because I like the idea of having to try to maybe find smaller ones, but maybe smaller ones don't pull in all the gases like this one here does. But there we go. We got to go another 3,000 kilometers. In we go. Ooh, so it's got a big station here, and I'm guessing that's the jump point up there. So we'll just kind of maybe, let's see, jump point, gateway. So the gateway would be like the customs, I guess, and the jump point's up there. Let's go check out the jump point first. We're gonna fly in. Get up to speed a little faster there. Can we not jump to it? Too close. It's 100 and... Okay. Do I want to go here first? How far is this? 16. You know what? No. I want to go check out the jump point first, then we'll come back. Even though this is farther, we're going to fly over there first. So while we fly over there, I'm going to talk about a couple upcoming videos. So I am going to be putting out a video every day of Luminalia to kind of look at what they give. There's a good chance they're going to be pretty quick and small for some of them, especially if it's just a Spectrum badge. So I'll try to potentially come up with something else to do at the same time, but no guarantee. Some of those may be kind of simple, but I'll talk about any new news that I've heard at the same time. I am going to have a giveaway before the end of the year, because I did say that I was going to give away an armor set, and with the upcoming hangars and the ability to get back armor, that'll be really useful for someone. So I have an armor set from Foundation Fest, which I said I'd give away, and I gave away the Foundation Fest Aurora starter pack, but we're going to do the armor set as well. So I'm going to do a draw for that, give that out, so somebody's going to get that. I didn't forget about that. I mean, again, brain mush, I did forget about it, but not 100%. I do have post-it notes, and it's been staring me in the face every time, and I go, oh yeah, I got to get on that, and then I don't. So I don't really need the jump drive on for that. Is there minables around here? Maybe? Like, there's a lot of asteroids around here. I wonder if you could mine around here. Oh, maybe oh, there we go. Somehow I lost all this. So it's kind of like, this is another change that I'm not a super big fan of, based on what I recall of how jump points were going to work, is that the whole idea, it'd be kind of hard to bottleneck a jump point because jump points would be larger. So like when you come in and out of a jump point, it was in a specific area. Now I'm okay if you leave through this gate, like you have to leave through a specific jump point. But when you arrive back, are you arriving in the same tube? I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that. Also because, I mean, there's going to potentially be a lot of ships coming through these jump points. And so this is a pretty narrow entrance. So we'll see how that changes. I do like that it is very corporate. We got a lot of sponsorship here for, like, you know, you can put up your billboards just like any other interstate. What's this over here? Wonder if it's just like wonder if it's just like kind of like a guard station, kind of like with any border crossing. Every time I go for a border crossing, there's like a little building on one side and someone there to talk to you. But I would think customs would be in there. But that does have, it's got a landing pad. Let's go check this out. Can I land on this and go in here? Maybe. Let's go check this out. Let's go see what's in here. I mean, is there a door? Like there's a hangar. But there's no door to get in there. I could EVA and kind of check it out, but yeah, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I'm not sure. Neat though, still covered in billboards, covered in a lot of advertising. Let's go to the first. We'll kind of ignore those gates. Let's just imagine we're coming through these gates here. Let's check these out. So we've got almost like the splines that used to be in for landing and takeoff at the main cities. I did like that. I kind of wish they still had those splines, at least for landing. And again, when you have potentially hundreds of ships coming in at one time, I really think those splines would be pretty cool. So go through here, basically seeing a bunch of, you know, things. I don't know why Klesher would advertise. That's kind of an odd choice. I would see, like, you know, Big Benny's or I guess Klesher, I don't know. Fuel services, not guaranteed past jump point. That's kind of funny. What's this one over here say? Oh, slow down. Okay. Something about exercise. Alright, maybe I was going too fast. There we go. Let's kind of check this out. What's this say? What's this say? Exercise, increased caution. UE advisory. Oh, because we're going into Pyro. Now entering Pyro. Leaving United Empire Earth jurisdiction, entering Pyro. Yeah, so that makes sense. You know, just be careful. I love, for a second there, I'm like, where's the wind? But these are like digital UE banners. Cubby Blast, that makes sense as an advertisement. So coming through this way, what do we have here? Full cargo manifest must be declared. Cool. Is a reminder that you're like entering UE space when you come through from this side. Let's take a look. UE Customs Bureau. Neat. Alright, so we'll fly ahead a bit. We'll turn around. What does it say on this side? Welcome to Stanton, United Empire of Earth. Cool. What's this say? Advisory, all traffic must comply with security checks. Yes. See, the advertisements here make more sense. The advertisements hopefully change in the other direction to things that are relevant to Pyro. You're going to be advertising, I don't know, grubs. Now with more radiation. You got a lot to do. I don't know what that is. Just clothing-wise, maybe? That's like the work clothing. Some Crusader. It makes sense to have Crusader advertisements here. Yeah, I like this entrance. I like this as a entrance to a new location. And I think Klesher makes sense coming in this direction, just as a reminder that, you know, you got to behave here. But it's too narrow. I'm not a big fan, but I do like, you can see the splines here kind of like leading you to the station. This is cool, and I think I really miss the splines. And I miss the green. They used to have them on Port Olisar, like the green kind of boxes that would show up on your landing pad. The chevrons that kind of show up now in the circle, those are okay, but the splines, I think, really just added a lot to the feeling of like being a pilot and not just going wherever you want to go. I can understand why people didn't like it, because it would just cause you to like have your ship taken over and pull you back, and it was really difficult. There's got to be an easier way to get it to work, but I think visually they were really cool. All right, we're just gonna fly through this little runway here, and we'll see what these say. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, for something that's really not done, it looks pretty good. The clouds look okay in this this area, and I think those will only get better as time goes on. Cruise Pulse, I mean, Red Cruise is the best cruise. Why not just advertise that? You don't need to advertise anything else. What's this one up here? I can't read that. Is it backwards? Maybe. And we're just going to go and look at this one. More advertisement. Alright, we're just going to go to the station. We're going to check out the station. When I get close, I'll do a little bit of a fly around, and then we'll request landing, and we'll go check out the inside. Because I know you can check out the inside. I just don't believe you can do much on the inside. If you have a hull C, I believe you can do something. I believe you can trade here. I think that's one of the main reasons they put this in, is so you'd be able to trade. This here, I don't know, maybe some sort of like security. So I would assume maybe a lot of those those hangars I saw, if you're coming in with a crime stat, maybe ships will come out of there and there'll be like a security force. That'd be actually really cool. Generic station. No real difference between this and any other station so far. This part here is different, bigger, but this is to hold like a javelin or something can dock there, so you can have bigger military ships dock there. Got some fuel tanks here. Am I slowing down? Why am I not slowing down? Because I hit C accidentally, that's why. Yeah, it looks like there's a refinery here on that side. Lots of habitation areas. It'll be pretty cool to see like larger ships docking. Like if you had something in the future like a capital size, like a Javelin or a Kraken, or the like a Merchantman maybe would have to dock. Although Merchantman might fit in a large hangar, but like the Orion, you could be docking those there. Plus, you're gonna have all the like the hulls, D and E, those big ones. You're gonna be docking them there. So where do we land here? Where? Oh, right there. Perfect. On this side, on the inside. Perfect. We're gonna go check that out. Is there any pads? I wasn't really looking. Is there any pads here if we wanted just to dock on pads real quick? Doesn't appear so, but maybe there? Oh yeah. So if we needed to, oh, those are just pads with a hanger though. It'd be good if there was pads, so if you weren't able to get a hanger, you could like EVA into the station. There might be some over there. I didn't really look, but we'll go in. We'll see. Maybe through the elevator I can find one. And I already put my landing gear down, so I don't need to worry about remembering to do that. I like it. I love new locations. So we'll land. Engines off. Oh, actually, and this is why I don't like the spinny seat. Once you start spinning, you can't get back in. I'm gonna check real quick to see if you can refuel or rearm here. Anyone who's visited this place or watched videos probably already knows, but I do not. So let's see. Vehicle services. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay. Although, no, actually you can't. No service required. Are you sure? Can I? No. Okay. No refueling. No rearming. Okay. Luckily, like I said, this cutter has range for days. This is why I think the cutter is probably one of the best starter ships. So if there is a cutter pack for Luminalia and you're looking to get Star Citizen, or you're looking to get Star Citizen as a gift for someone else, the cutter is the way to go for a starter pack. It's cheap. You don't need to buy a $100 ship to get started in the game. But the cutter, not only does it do cargo, not only does it have like a bed for bed logging, but it's just the range. And so when Pyro comes out, you have a ton of range. And if your ship gets blown up, I mean, it's such a cheap ship, such a quick claim. The cutter's awesome. Any of the versions of the cutter, I'd say the Scout's pretty cool, but then if they do come out with an Explorer version, that might be one of the best starter packs as well. And also, whenever they're on sale, like the Vara one, was it the regular cutter or was it the Scout? I can't remember which one it was. There was a, I think it was the regular. It was like $45 or $40.50 maybe, or was it $45 for the cutter? What a great deal for that. All right. Just like any other station. I mean, it makes sense in two ways. It makes sense in the fact that, can we store here? Yeah, that worked. Makes sense in the fact that it's easy to make a bunch of stations if you have all the assets to kind of cookie cutter them together. But at the same time, it makes sense in the lore. Pad 1. All right. So it looks like there are pads that you can just like probably land on and walk in. Let's go check. See if we can figure out where these are. Yes. Okay, so where are we? Where is this? Okay. So we're near the... Oh, I just didn't see them. So if you need to EVA into this station because you can't land your ship for some reason or another, or your ship gets destroyed because you maybe have a bit of a crime stat, right near the central tower here, there are pads. You can just land on here and get in. That's awesome. I think all stations should still have these no matter what, because sometimes they're really handy, especially if you have an issue where you're not able to spawn a ship or get a request for landing. Or let's say recently there was the issue with the Vulture, where the Vulture, if you stored it and took it out again, you weren't able to sell the cargo, so you had to claim it. Fly your Vulture right beside those pads, EVA onto the pad, come inside and claim it, and fix that issue. So standard kind of foyer here. What I do like about this, awesome choice. I mean, these are kind of in the way, but not too badly. We have a view of the jump point, and it'll be kind of interesting to see what the animation's going to be. If there's going to be like some kind of light show, or like almost think like Deep Space Nine as they come in. I can understand with these here. That's probably why they put the jump point just a little bit here and have this kind of curve. Just imagine, I'm going to love, you know, just relaxing here, sitting here, watching ships just kind of fly in and come in and out. For me, that'll be awesome. It'll be relaxing. I'm just gonna enjoy being part of this verse, and so that's something I'm looking forward to. But that's a cool view. I do like that view. Also, I just picked up, because I do have VR goggles, Vorpex, which there is apparently a workaround from the whole idea that Easy Anti-Cheat kind of broke it to potentially get it to work. I have never used it. And I have only used VR for the like kind of a star hanger type thing that you might have seen in one of my videos, where I was able to look at some in-game models of the ships to kind of get a sense of scale. But I'm going to try to set it up over the Christmas holidays, and I'm going to try to do a little bit in VR. So if you're interested in that, just make sure you are subscribed to see that. If I am able to like warp around and like half like Alex, no problem. Beat Saber, no problem. But as soon as I do something like this, there's a good chance that I'm gonna like, you know, take breaks to like try not to throw up. But who knows? Maybe I'll figure out a way to get to work really well, and maybe I'll just build up my tolerance, because I have been getting slightly better at it. We do have habs here, so if I log out, maybe I'll log back into these habs. We do have a clinic here. Can we find insurance kiosk. There we go. Can I reset my spawn here? Current regen. Transfer imprint. Confirm. Alright. So it looks like I did. Oh, excuse me. Still coughing. Not too bad, though. Looks like I can transfer my imprint here, so maybe I can respawn here. Maybe I can get some health here if I need it. I just realized I didn't put any of the stuff... Ooh, there. Okay. So maybe I'll go back and see if I can put stuff in my inventory in there before I leave so that I can have some stuff, because I do need to get some liquids. I'm at 47% now. Where are we going to go? Cargo Center, Refinery, Galleria. Go to Cargo Center first. I'm not expecting it to look any different than any other cargo center. Usually I come out of that elevator, but other than that, looks pretty standard. Yeah, no changes here, which is good. You know, this doesn't need to look different, and I kind of like that I can find my way around and not be... interesting pose there. And not get lost in the cargo center. There's no reason for the cargo center. So this makes no sense that these two are doing this, but this guy's actually kind of doing his job. Yeah, alright. Interstellar Transit Guild. Cool. I like it. Okay. So, cargo center, pretty much the same. I do like walking around these and just checking them out. They are pretty neat. We're going to go check out the refinery. Again, I'm expecting the refinery to be standard refinery. No different than anywhere else. There it is. We'll go check that one out. And then we'll go check out the Galleria. And then we're going to end with me just kind of putting my stuff into local. So the next time I visit here... Uh-oh. And there we go. So, this is handy that I know where the landing pads are. So, we're not going to go to the refinery. That was an issue. We're going to go maybe transfer stuff into local. But this is why, on the one hand, I kind of wish people took their helmets off when they're in stations. And on the other hand, well, I don't necessarily need to because of this. So, unfortunately, this is going to take a while because you're not super fast in EVA. This will be kind of really a bummer when not all undersuits have EVA capabilities. There we go. I had that kind of in an odd angle for screenshots of the Luminalia stuff I recorded. But there we go. We're going to go all the way over here, try to find those landing pads, but I do know that they were below that section there, so we're going to find them. And we're going to get back in, and then we're going to head to the Galleria, see if that flings me into space, and if it doesn't, we'll check it out, and if it does, I think we'll end that here, because this is going to be a long video, but hopefully not too mind-numbingly boring for some people. I know some people want to see specific things, but I just love to explore. That's what I love. So if you love exploring the verse as much as I do, let me know where I should check out. What is a place that maybe I haven't really seen in a while, or that I should see, that I should visit. I haven't seen many of the derelict sites, although there's going to be more of them coming out with 3.22. I saw one that kind of looks like an oil drilling platform. So be kind of interesting to see if one of those... Hopefully those are ones, a lot of the more sites you can visit to go interact. Maybe get some quests. Maybe deliver almost like any of like the mining centers, as opposed to like a lot of the ones where when you show up, people shoot you on site. I'm hoping for more of just places you can go to interact and buy and sell, as opposed to everything needs to be shooting and fighting. Maybe a lot more of those types of missions will start happening now that Squadron 42 is feature complete, and so they can start working on things that are not specifically just in relation to combat. But I mean, I'm expecting they're going to be working on Squadron 42 for at least another year before they even have an announcement of its date. There's those pads, so they are kind of hard to see unless you know where they are, but I was far I was way over there, so I almost made it to the refinery before the elevator decided to kind of break the laws of physics. I'm getting kind of cold, so I'm getting kind of frosty. It doesn't show me being cold here. Well, if I do this, though. 36, I'm fine. Why am I so frosty, then? Interesting. Alright. Apparently when you go into that mode, you lose your thrust. There we go. Maybe not the most exciting. Wonder if I got really close to the surface if I could run on it faster. I'm not going to try that, though. The last thing I want to do is kill myself just before getting to the pads. I guess I could have just backspaced, transfer all my stuff to local inventory, and then test it out if the clinic will respawn me here. Maybe I'll do that if I fling into space going to the Galleria. But there's a pad coming up. I think that's pad. Yeah? Because that's where I was. I was above that. Or is it down there? Where am I going? Where are the pads? Alright. Keep searching. It was definitely below that. Oh, there it is. Right there. See, they do blend in. Alright, so we're heading towards that pad. Slowly but surely. Maybe what I'm going to do to save you a little bit of boredom is I will cut out this section here. You don't need to see me drift at a snail's pace, slowly frosting over to get to that pad. You know, it'd be a lot easier if we could at least use our tractor beams to pull ourselves in a little bit faster, but they don't work in our armistice zone. But we're getting close. I will say this, at least the music is kind of nice and relaxing here while we slowly drift in to our landing pad here. What's this? Flex HL? I don't know. Now I gotta come in kind of low. I don't want to be over top of the landing pad when I hit the artificial gravity, because the last thing I want to do is just drop like a stone onto the surface. What I'm going to do when we get there is I'm going to go and take my ship out of storage, go grab some of that delicious, delicious cruise, have a sip of that, and then we're going to go check out the Galleria, or not. No promises from CIG or myself. But we're getting in here. I do like these pads. They are handy. Otherwise, I'd definitely be stuck here. Lots of little details on this station I'm liking. As I drifted by, like the panels, little open bits here. Now, I know like these are on most stations, but it just goes to show, like, you know, the nice little things to kind of enjoy. But we're coming in just a little bit low here. There we go. And we're going to try to just swoop over this uneven part here. We're going to come down onto the landing pad. There we are, and we are here. Now, we are also just stark white with frost, and yet somehow not freezing. Like, I don't know why. But we're going to go into the station again. We made it. We're okay. Pad 2 saved us. If the elevator shows up. If the elevator shows up. I also guess I could have tried logging out and then logging back in and seeing if I just showed up at the station. Come on, Pad. Give me your elevator. I might have to. What should I do? Should I log out and log in? Or should I let myself be regenerated here? I think we know the answer to that. Run. How far can I make it? Can I make it to the finish line? You can do it. You can make it. Yeah! I made it. Woohoo! I did it, everyone. I can live in space. I can survive. Actually, I can survive a long time in space. Ah, this is... Oh, I got a high heart rate. Oh! There we go. Ooh, I've fallen. I've fallen roughly. That is a screenshot. Rest and relax. Yes. Rest and relax. Okay. That actually seemed like a long time to die. That was actually pretty impressive. I bet if I had a ship out here on the landing pad, I could get there without a suit on. Did we make it? Are we still in the Pyro jump point? This is going to be potentially the end of this video. I forgot. These respawns usually take a little bit of a while. Which I'm fine with. I mean, it kind of stops people from quite quickly just having infinite lives on something like a Carrick. You do have a little bit of a pause between death and respawn. Oop, there we go. So, let's see. We'll tell if I'm where I'm supposed to be because my Luminalia jumpsuit will be in... Not there, because we are in the hospital. Although I'll grab this so that I can put it in the local inventory. Once I get out of the clinic, we'll see if that worked. So now we're at the Habs. Now we're going to go stand by the window, and we are at the jump point because I can see those fuel tanks there. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's get dressed again. Let's get... You know what? I was about to say I don't need my helmet because I'm in the station, but we just saw what happened, so... At least now I have a an undersuit there. Okay, I'm going to go grab the cruise. I don't need it anymore, but I'm going to go transport some of it to... Oh, that's not what I want. To the local inventory. As soon as there is an update, I'm going to lose all the food, all the ammo, and all the what else goes away? Light sticks, I think. All like the glow sticks, they go away. So I might as well right now go and spread the food around so I have it when I need it. Because I'm going to have to restock all the locations after the next patch. It's not necessarily wipe. I might have just said wipe there, but I meant patch. Every patch gets rid of all the consumables. I don't know why. I mean, it'd be really handy if that didn't happen. But at least currently I've been saving a lot of the other stuff I have. The weapons and the undersuits and the armor, all of that. So we've got clothes here, which we could wear in the Galleria, but I don't really want to trust it with the elevators at the moment. And let's give them 4 crews. Actually, let's give them 3 crews. 4 crews. We'll save 2 in our ship, and that's it. Close up our ship. Even though I'm about to store it, it's always a good idea to get in the habit of closing your ship when you leave so that you don't have someone run into your ship because you've left it unlocked somewhere. Although, if you always leave a gun in your ship and it has a respawn point like the Carrick, then that's not such a big issue. Ooh. Hello, sir. Was not expecting someone standing there for a brief second. I thought it was another player. Alright, store that. Let's try checking out the Galleria. I assume the, there's my body. Don't need that. Player... Dismiss course marker. I assume it's the same as any other refinery. Same area, same kind of kiosk, same kind of things for sale. But Galleria, fingers crossed we're going to get there. We're not going to shoot through the walls and into space. Yes, alright. So let's check it out. We got the admin really close by. I like that. That's really good because that way you can quickly sell goods. Can we sell goods here? Okay, yeah, looks like it. Although, no, you can't. Scrap. Oh, scrap medical supplies because those are what the Hull series can buy and sell. So they have prices for those. Scrap seems to be selling pretty well. I mean, 174 unit. Um, Medical supplies they don't need a lot right now, but they're 1.8 million or 1.8 thousand I should say, and 174 per unit. I think it said million. My brain is again brain mush. So you can buy and sell medical supplies and scrap, which is what you're doing with the Hull series. That makes sense. Delivery missions maybe exist here. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any that tells me to go to the Pyro point. We've got arcade machines that currently don't work. Really wish they would. I did make a video of a fake one of me playing a game. I really should have, instead of using Space Quest, I should have used like Wing Commander. That would have been a lot better. They should put Wing Commander on those though. Why not? Platinum Bay, can you buy things here? Oh yeah. So you can buy some components here. That's good. I do like that, you know, arcade cabinets have come back because they're not really a super popular thing. But I mean, hey, vinyl came back. Maybe arcade cabinets will as well. What's down this way? Where am I going? Food court? I'm assuming food court. Yeah, food court. Cool. Can I get an ice cream? Maybe somewhere. I don't want to get lost in a food court, but I think that's cool. I will go walk around one of those one day. Just trying out the different foods. Lockers here. This will be good for if you have a way, like, I think how this is going to work is that if you have clothing that is in like a local inventory, you can get them put into this area. I don't kind of agree that, I mean, this is not a great place to change. Not really private, but that's all right. So I see this going away eventually. I see, oh, I want to change my clothes. I don't think you're going to do that. I think you're going to have to go to one of those kiosks. You're going to have to like go to a box that holds your stuff. You're going to have to maybe get things delivered. Kind of like the kiosks that work for the delivery packages, where you say, I would like whatever, like my multi-tool, and it would come in from your local inventory into that box. You pick it up. I see that being a thing. So the elevators, that was admin. Let's go up this way. And I think that's good. I think the local inventory needs to go away eventually, but there needs to be a reasonably easy way for it to work. These are new. I don't remember ever seeing dumpsters around. This will be good if you could open them up and put a bunch of crap in there, like the medical gowns, everything you find on the ground. Some other kiosk that has no implementation yet. I don't know what's there. Got a armor store, so you can get some goods here, including potentially some weapons. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah. At least you can get the ammo for the weapons. Can we get actual weapons? Oh yeah. So we got a bunch of weapons here. Weapons and armor. You can buy some of that here. That's good. Doors for always expanding in the future of different locations. More weapons here. Lots of choice for weapons. Clothing. Got a bar here. I tried to use one of the bars the other day, but it was really hard to get this guy to interact with. But, ooh, can I steal this? No, can't steal it. Can I steal yours? You used to be able to steal all these beers. Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore. Kasaba, get some clothes. That seems to be the only thing around there. This is something that's bothered me lately. Is like, look at like, why do the characters lean to turn? Like when I walk, I'm not leaning. I'm not like a motorcycle, but you'd see like a guy walking this way and suddenly he goes, and he's like leaning to turn. They need to kind of straighten them out a bit. The lean is a little bit extreme for turning a corner. Like look at this guy. It's like he's on a bike. All right. What else we got here? Got ourselves... What is this? What store is this? What store is that? Assailant? Is that the name? No, that's not. What's the name of the store? I don't know. It's not a Platinum Bay. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this symbol is, but get some weapons there. That's cool. Yeah, alright. Alright, I think this is alright. I'm not going to try going to the refinery again. I think I'm going to call it a day. This is going to be a long video of me just rambling and wandering around, which, you know, par for the course. And I will say, I've gotten lost in this station a lot less than I've gotten lost in some other stations. Overall, the layout seems pretty good. Like, I like the location of the clinic compared to where you get in to go to the kiosks here. So when you come out of the elevators here, like, you have enter the kiosks, straight ahead. We got these elevators here, no problem. You got the hab straight ahead. Up here we have some place for food, but it's like, it's not too serpentine. Like, you can find your way around. All right, I'm okay with that. Yeah, this is all right. Like, we got Habs Clinic, no problem. I like it. I like that when you go to the Galleria, right to your left when you walk out is the yellow doors for admin. I think that's pretty cool, and I like this view. We'll see what it's like up here, but I'm assuming I'm going to like it as well. Yeah, it's, you know what? I kind of wish you could see the jump point, but it's not bad. I still think downstairs is better, so I'll go back there. I like it, though. This is it. Pyro jump point. Luminalia starting soon, and, yeah, I think I'm going to take the weekend to kind of hang up some Christmas lights, and, I don't have to search for dog tags anymore, because I found those. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. Otherwise, that's going to be a really weird statement. I think I'm going to sit here and just watch the ships come in. One day. Until then, thank you so much for making it right to the end of the video. Hopefully you are subscribed. Hopefully you gave this a like. And I will see you soon at the beginning of Luminalia. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And thank you so much for your support. I hope to see you soon in the verse. Goodbye.